Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for February 16th, Tuesday, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. We will be having a PSCC tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Suggest that you bring something to write with. And we will have a reverse aging call on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern on this line. A lot of times, I don't think, many of us don't always see ourselves as sweet, innocent people. Yet deep inside, our very first memories is a childlike innocence and playfulness that is lighter, freer, and more pure than the cleanest, freshest snow. It's our choice to trust this gentle, sweet being inside each and every one of us. We are completely untainted and unquestionably innocent inside. This innocence is our real nature, which will never, ever change. So it's our choosing to honor this great purity inside of each of us today and watch how quickly we all bow down to you. There's 5 secrets to revealing our true spiritual essence. The cage has always been open, and the sky has always been there for us to explore. Feel the fluttering within. Spread your wings and be free. Osho. It can happen to the best of us. We reach, we reach a stage in our journey where we lose the spiritual plot, and then we begin to struggle within our lives. Like a spider caught in its own web, or a bee whose feet get stuck in its pile of honey. We can find ourselves feeling trapped in a potentially enjoyable life situation that we created. We can easily forget that we have the power within our minds to choose a different perception of reality, a new paradigm and perspective on the way things are. The solution, however complicated it may seem, is really quite simple. We just need to stop struggling against life, against others, and use our imaginative power to approach it in a way that opens our hearts and brings us a feeling of peace into our soul. Whenever we feel stuck in life, it's because of one fundamental reason. The mind is getting caught up in its matrix of desires. When the mind becomes attached to its tapestry of desiring thoughts, it turns them into demands upon life. And it begins living in the land of yearning and forgets all about learning. It stops wondering, exploring, discovering who we are, what satisfies our soul, and truly makes our heart sing. The mind has this tendency to get stuck on certain desires it thinks will satisfy its soul, and ends up playing it safe, hiding, pretending, lying, playing games, sticking to what is comfortable and known. It thinks it will find security by repeating what made it feel secure yesterday and the day before. The mind then ends up losing sight of its dreams, following everyone else's desires, plans, and wishes instead. Whenever we forget who we are and what our heart truly desires, the only direction is to turn within. We might shift our attention to our heart, to the very center of our being, and simply rest there. And by relaxing deeply, naturally and peacefully within, we heighten our awareness and increase our experience of consciousness. This allows us to take in and enjoy the soothing, refreshing, healing qualities of our soul. We can search lifetime after lifetime after lifetime for satisfaction in the outer world, and we will never find it. The only thing that truly satisfies and heals us is being connected with our spiritual essence. When we are one with it, we are no longer living in doubt, worry, or fear. We are no longer seduced by any thought, good or bad for that matter. We are simply not entertained nor interested in the mind's addictive tendency to follow every thought, impulse, and fleeting desire. We suddenly find ourselves becoming more open, curious, and unwilling to become attached to any desperate desire that comes to us. It is within our competence to think and become bound, or to cease thinking and thus be free. Ramana Maharishi. The first secret to revealing the true spiritual essence within our nature is fairly simple. We must let go of all the ideas of what and who we think we are and see the truth of who we really are. The spiritual truth of who we are is that which is beyond anything one could write on paper. It is an infinite conscious energy that is behind and beyond the mind. As we reconnect with this truth, all of our ego's desires instantly get sent to the back burner. We come home to the source of who we are in life, in this life, and are liberated by the sacred divine blueprint of who we truly are. The instant we do this, we suddenly realize that we are free. We are no longer caught up in the mind, full of its stories and games. We see the light that is always there within us, which can never be lost, changed, or destroyed. We realize that our light was just temporarily covered over by the mind's complex and beautiful fabric of desires. And a second secret to revealing the true spiritual essence is to know that our true spiritual essence is always here now and ready to be revealed. The sun is always shining somewhere upon this world. The clouds, storms, nightfall will get in the way from seeing this brilliant clarity hidden inside us. Yet once we stop all efforting, searching, and scheming to find pleasure or fulfillment outside ourselves, we then turn our attention within. We must bring all of our attention, focus, and energy to the infinite source of love and awareness that exists within, directly to the source of pure consciousness itself. It's good to know that when we first look inside ourselves, it is often a very dark, confusing, and murky experience. We might feel like we are entering a dim candlelit room after lifetimes of playing games outside in the bright sun. We may not be able to see anything beautiful until our eyes adjust. Our past pains, emotional traumas, and fears may be the only thing we see. The mind's attention has been focused so much on getting desires met from the outer world that our inner world will seem like a jigsaw puzzle with pieces that just don't seem to fit. Our eyes will need some time to adjust, and so we must be very patient about the time it will take before our real spiritual truth becomes self-evident and clear. We must choose to learn how to trust walking around blindly using our sixth sense to guide us. We must trust one very important thing, the small soft candlelight in our darkness, which is our consciousness radiating from the core of our being. It is never, ever going to flicker or go out. We must have faith that it knows the way and will guide us all the way through to the very end. We must trust that our little light is bright enough and learn how to feel its gracious warmth so we may use it to heal the darkest wounds lurking in our unconscious. You view it this way, relax. Nothing is under control. The third secret to revealing the true spiritual essence is it often has a hidden agenda about why you need to meditate and look deep, feel okay about never arriving anywhere safe, special, or sacred. We must choose to be willing to feel okay about never arriving anywhere safe, special, or sacred. There must be a willingness to sit with eyes closed in the dark for years and embrace lifetimes upon lifetimes upon lifetimes of the greatest pain, horror, and agony that we uncover inside. We need a profound level of patience to dig through all the muck before we reach the gold. And this infinite patience is what allows our heart to slowly open and relax. Our spiritual ego needs to have no pressure at all to find enlightenment or freedom. We must choose to feel okay with having an infinite amount of time sitting in total darkness. When there is zero rushing, tension, or urgency to arrive anywhere, the body, heart, and brain begin to soften and feel safe to open. This is divine feminine space. It allows us to truly feel the connection with our spiritual essence within. The longer we can sit and relax with every burning desire to be free from all our suffering, the faster grace will fall upon us. However, the ego is very sneaky and slippery, and it will make your inward journey seem like it is taking far more time than it should take. Eventually, the ego surrenders, yet this usually is only after 48 minutes of sitting in silence with eyes closed. Just like water will only come to a bubbling boil at 100 degrees Celsius, the ancient yogis say it takes 48 minutes for the ego to relax, surrender, and come to peace. When you find inner peace with your mind, your true spiritual essence reveals itself on its own. It just happens and can feel like it is a miracle given from above. It just naturally occurs that when the murky water is not being stirred up, the muck settles and everything becomes crystal clear. We find clarity suddenly, spontaneously, the very moment we are truly relaxed within ourselves. It's as if a gentle breeze moved through our body, clearing away all thoughts and concerns. We feel honestly at peace with every aspect of who we are and who we were. I looked in temples, churches, and mosques, but I found the divine in my heart rooming. The fourth secret to revealing the true spiritual essence is following the path of gentleness, softness, kindness, and self-love. Truly, the more often you practice being kind to others, the easier it is to be kind to yourself and move through the muck you find inside you. Diving into your darkness can become extremely painful, time-consuming, or even torturous. So it is immensely helpful to have the gift of gentleness. Excuse me. Practice being like a flower and allow for each experience to have to be whatever it is. Let everything be as it is. Don't react or resist to anything. Let your heart open continuously to life, as if the warm sunshine was continuously pouring into you. Give yourself full permission every morning to open up to the quality of self-love. Honor yourself. Respect yourself. Be kind to yourself. And let yourself be whatever character in this grand play that God created you to be. You are perfect exactly the way you are. Be present to the doubts, fears, and negativity of the mind. Yet, do not buy into its gruesome stories. Allow the pain to be there. Feel it. Breathe into it. Yet dive deeper through it and into the divinity. This is inside the healing heart and divine core of our very souls. When you allow yourself permission to love yourself deeply, no matter what, you feel wonderful. This love is not because of any reason or attribute you have or don't have. You are loving you simply because it feels wonderful. Your love for you is a reflection of who you truly are. And as you open the self-love gates, you'll find out that there are deeper parts inside you that need to be loved. Learn to love all parts of you and let this self-love shine upon the world. It becomes extremely helpful to have others in your life reflect your love back to you down the long haul. When you look at your friends and family with eyes of self-love, they see this and feel your love is beaming into them. What you then see is their sparkling eyes of love upon you. Get your self-love engines churning by dwelling on all the moments of love you felt in your life. Think about who loved you, how they loved you, and how you received this love. Notice what softened you, held you, opened you to the greatest sensations you've ever had in your life. When love as your guide, your inner exploration will always be successful, and you will always find your way easily through the darkest night. Love demands everything of you, yet don't be afraid. Go into it. Osho. This love inside of us is what ignites our path and natural ability to manifest any future that we desire. We can have anything that we want with love, and we only find resistance and fight without it. In a life without love, we tend to fall into possibility amnesia, believing that we are limited, disempowered, helpless beings who are not connected to an infinite source of creativity, energy, intelligence, and power. A loveless life leaves us stranded in a barren, dry desert of the mind. The greatest oasis we all yearn to find and drink from is the source of this deep, eternal love, which is this small candlelight inside your being. By meditating on the awareness within you, The source of this awareness, this great love, will reveal itself in time. We will know its arrival because we'll feel the softest, healing, sensitive feeling, which melts away our armor, opens our hearts, and liberates our imagination. There is nothing out there in the world that satisfies the soul and assists us in lighting the path ahead more than pure 100% natural, organic, homegrown love. Whenever we manage to love without expectations, calculations, or negotiations, we are indeed in heaven. Rumi. Each of us are beautiful, magnificent, multidimensional beings whose soul's purpose is to expand into love and be love. The fifth secret to revealing the true spiritual essence is making it your number one priority every day to relax and feel into the lightness of your infinite being. Your spiritual essence is like the infinite sky above. It is vast, spacious, and has no end to it. This is essentially what you feel like at the very core of you. Hold the intention all day long to relax into the vastness of this universe. Feel the essence of your spiritual nature is not bound by this physical booth. The light within you has many amazing qualities to it that will heal every insecurity, wound, and problem you have. Don't scoff at it thinking it's just the mind making everything up. Your spiritual essence is real. And when you fan its flame all day long, you will discover it is more than enough to make you authentically smile, dance, sing, and laugh until your eyes are full of tears. Make it your mission in life to discover the resource of infinite energy that resides at the core of you, of each of us, so you can enjoy your time on this earth fully. It is a very long journey. The journey within is as big as the journey into the outer world. There are many pitfalls, dangers, and many tantalizing seductions along the way. Chances are very slim that you will find your spiritual source. There are logical, rational voices in your head who will try to stop you. They'll tell you to stop looking inside and make you believe that you are wasting your time. Some voices will say that you need a religion or a savior to find divinity and try to sell you on their ancient values of what's right and wrong. If any voice in your head gets in your way, be patient with it. Let it speak and empty itself out. Just know that any forceful or dominating energy is always coming from pain. Listen to your heart. Know that God is right here, right now, in everyone and everything. Yet, know we are arriving when we feel we are lacking nothing inside. When we feel we are giving ourselves a warm, cozy hug all day long, there is no more amazing way to live your life than this. So take your time this year to truly dive deep and look honestly within. Perhaps the greatest miracle of all is when we do discover that there is no greater love than the one that we have for ourselves. Self-love is not a narcissistic, selfish experience. It is quite the opposite. It's like an overflowing river that brings life to all who are its presence. When the love we have for ourselves becomes bigger, deeper, and more rooted within our everyday presence, we'll see it manifesting and reflecting itself in everyone around us. Their eyes will light up, and we'll be able to experience happiness and appreciation within every person, place, circumstance and situation. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I am sure we all are. And the first thing that we care to do, relax our bodies, head to toe, inside and out. Only you know how to do that. By letting go of anything that you ask yourself, does this serve me the greater good? If it doesn't, you'll know it through the heart-mind. Then you surrender it and let it go. Why hold it if it doesn't serve you the greater good? As you do this, the body is going to respond, and you'll feel lighter, freer, more at ease. You'll feel it in your blood vessels. You'll feel it in your biological body, head to toe, inside and out. And as it does this, and as your shoulders drop and your faces de-stresses, and you feel all of this drain off of you, out of you, you're almost like you're floating. And in that relaxation, and your body is relaxing, and you're doing it naturally, then you move into the now. And the now is all we have. The now is the space between heartbeats. It's moment to moment. Whatever it is you're doing in the moment is the now. Now, when we move into the now, some other wonderful things happen. We still the mind, the ego, the subconscious mind. We leave them. We step outside of them, which is remove ourselves from being their slaves. And we can watch them and how they operate and what they do. This is the only way we will ever begin to master the ego and the mind and the subconscious mind. The now. Some of us, we all reminisce, and we all have memories, and so we go into the past. We visit those memories. Might embrace them, say, oh, wouldn't it be nice to have that again or do this again? But we don't stay there. Other parts of us go off into the future that doesn't exist. And we wander aimlessly asking ourselves, what if and when and how? And how am I going to have this? When is this going to happen? How are we going to get here? How are we going to get there? What if this and what if that? Now, some of us will stay in the past so long that we'll take the past, we'll bring it into a future that doesn't exist, and we will create that future from that past and relive that past in that future. This is why so many on this planet ask themselves, why do I feel like I keep ending up the same place? But I go in different ways, but I always end up here. Why is that? So how do we stay in the now? How do we? Because all of us have these wandering thoughts. We're literally lambasted with over 60, 70, 80, 90,000 thoughts a day. Most of them aren't even ours. So it's inevitability that the thought, you start kind of wandering off with the thought. So you focus on your breath. Every time you focus on your breath, you're in the now. Automatic. As soon as you focus on your breath, you're in the now. And the breath is so powerful, and we take it for so much. It focuses us, it relaxes us, it strengthens us. It does a lot. It sustains the vessel that houses the kingdom of God. Divine positive energy. And by focusing on it, it keeps us in the now. And eventually, we will do it so often that it'll become automatic. We relax the body and we're in the now, and we've stepped out of the mind, the ego, and the subconscious mind. So remember, you're looking at your body. You're in a complete state of ease. You don't have a care or a worry or a stress or a fear at all. It's gone. So you're watching your body, and you notice as the body is in a relaxed state, seated, you notice that you see these wheels of light going up through the center of your body from the tip of your tailbone all the way to the top of your head. And they're all different colors, and they all look like flowers. And in the center of each of them is a different geometrical shape, and each flower is different. These are our chakras. They're etherical energy points. They're the spiritual plane and the physical plane connection. This is where our God force, love, light, energy flows. It's our chi, our prana. No different than the celestial that this planet is. She has a ki, a chi, a prana. So when we view this and we see it, and understand your ego and your mind and your subconscious mind are not in there. You're outside them. So you watch, you take your divine positive energy, your breath, and you merge it with the God force, love, light, energy, and you watch as it completely flows all the way through the center of your body. You'll notice that maybe sometimes your chakras, some of them may be a little disjointed, maybe out of a line. And so when we start with the red wheel of light, the root chakra, the Muladhara. And this deals with our survival, and it's blocked by our fear. And we move to the orange wheel of light, the Sacral Chakra, the Vadhisthana. This deals with our pleasure, and it is blocked by our guilt. And we move to the golden yellow wheel of light, which this deals with our willpower. This is our solar plexus chakra, our Manipura. And it is blocked by our shame. And we move to the emerald green wheel of light. This is the heart chakra, the Anahata. And this deals with our love. And it is blocked by our grief. And then we move to the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. This deals with our truth. And it is blocked by our lies. And then we move to the indigo wheel of light. This is the third eye chakra, the Ajna. And this deals with our insight. And it is blocked by our illusions. And then the violet wheel of light, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. This deals with our cosmic energy, and it is blocked by our ego attachment. So whenever you feel out of sorts, wherever you feel you have pain or discomfort within your body, all you have to do is find and look from the outside in at your chakras to determine which one is being blocked, partially blocked or all blocked. This is a roadmap to our well-being, both in spiritual and physical. So we've taken our divine positive energy, our breath, and our God force, love, light energy to the top of our heads. We hold them there for like 3 seconds. We are light, we are love. We are God. And in those 3 seconds, we compress and condense these energies into pure, liquid, omnipotently powerful energy. Massive. And this liquid energy we release over our pineal glands. They're important to us, our pineals. None of us have fully functioning pineal glands. And so you can view them through your heart, mind's motion picture, however you see your pineal gland. I see it as a rosebud, a green ball. And when I release this liquid energy, it just all instantaneously is a fully bloomed rose. Massive with multicolored petals with a phenomenal fragrance. And it is this wave, this shimmering energy that comes in through me, through my heart, is a deep peace. It is unlike any peace you could ever experience externally. By far. It is an ease. You're totally not connected to any external disruptions. You're at complete peace with you. And you're residing in your heart mind. And you're embraced by the God that you are. We are consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. We are aware these bodies that we're in, our heart mind, our ego mind, our subconscious mind, our spirit, our soul, our higher self, our God, our pure consciousness, all one. We are heaven, literally heaven on this earth. And every step that we take is creating paradise. And we are shining our light, the gods that each of us are, our God-light energy, outward, everywhere, saturating all of our brothers and sisters, whether they're asleep or awake, all life, the highest supreme value in the universes. We are flooding this everywhere, eternally, always. So you have this planet. It is being liberated by us, the collective consciousness. And you have all of us little gods that make up the one. And shining our light outwards, so you have a God planet that is a paradise, that is heaven on this earth, on this planet, that glows with the deep eternal love light energy of the one, God, of which all of us make up the one God. Now you can see it through your heart, mind's motion picture, how this planet's being liberated. How the vibrational frequencies are continually increasing. This cannot be argued. Yeah, it'll be tried by the ego, but it will not be successful. Because this love light energy is everywhere. And it's expanding. And it's intensifying. Some of us are not awake in the collective consciousness. Others are. Some are just beginning to awaken. But we're all one. And we always will be and always have been. So we call out to all light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond and forever, And only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming of this circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. Now, they come in the gigaplexes. One gigaplex fills this entire universe. They come in trillions of gigaplexes from every universe. And they are with us now consciously. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, beneath earth, Agartha. Only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation of forming the circle of light and liberation of this planet. They come in the billions, and they are with us now, consciously. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials, from everywhere. And only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming of the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. And we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. Over 1,000 travel through the solar system every day. Trillions throughout the universes every day. Ones that we're familiar with somewhat are Pleiadians, Sirians, Arcturians, Andromedans, Felines, Zeta Reticuli, Nors, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. They have been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And in uncountable numbers, they are with us now consciously. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those that have ascended out of body in this lifetime, in all lifetimes that we've inhabited. And only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming of the circle of light and the liberation of this planet. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now, consciously. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on, in, above and below this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation. We're only familiar with a smidgen of them. They come in the trillions in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations of which we have never seen before. And the ones that we're kind of familiar with, fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And in the trillions, they come. And they are with us consciously now. So we're all gathered, arm in arm, hand in hand, all of our gods one. We're in full compassion non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance, prosperity. And we're all one. And we're all God. And we're all love. And our God light energy, our God force love light energy, is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We all immediately form a massive circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation. This light is from our core being. It is the God force love light energy that we all are. And this light is so bright that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take 1,000 billion suns in this solar system alone to even come close to its radiance. And we are flooding this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya. All of our brothers and sisters, inside and out, head to toe, always, eternally, with pure, deep, eternal love, of which we all are of. We begin to levitate, ascend above this planet as we flood everything. All life, the highest supreme value in the universes. And as we ascend, we're immediately met with this massive ocean of glitter everywhere. Trillions of vibrant colored lights reflecting and flashing everywhere, back and forth, with all of us. And when we look at them closely, we see that they are perfectly etched mirrors, reflecting all the aspects and facets of all of us gathered in this meditation, on and off world. All learning and teaching from one another, whether consciously or unconsciously. Always. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We're then met with the white fire. This is a column of light that reminds each and every single one of us that we are imbued from head to toe, inside and out, always, eternally, with a God force love light energy, a white fire armor, which protects us from all attachments, all demons, all infestations, all attempts, all harm, all destruction, permanently. We are never harmed, ever. But only you, only you have the power that, whether consciously or unconsciously, if you decide to lower your vibrational frequencies through hatred, anger, fear, deception, greed, envy, manipulation. You will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. If you do decide to do this, you're immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutralized substance, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, sending them to pure consciousness where they are no more, completely gone, permanently. Then we're met with the violet ray. The violet ray reminds us that we can seal the breach. As we have, we can cleanse and purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, restoring our vibrational harmony to the highest of the highest high of deep eternal love and gratitude. We are then met with a golden white pink light. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are the sunsets, the sunrises. We are the sun, the sunlight. We are the rain, the rainbows. We are the trees. We are the forests. We are the soils. We are the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams. We are all the animals. We are the snow. And whenever you look at a vista, a sunset, a sunrise, and you're in awe of its beauty and spectacularness, you're in awe of the beauty that you are. We continue to ascend above this planet. Some of us step outside our physical forms and hover effortlessly above them if we're carrying them. We immediately come across or upon the massive crystal and light tower. We created this tower. It's larger than the solar system. In the center of the column is an oblong sphere. Center of the sphere is this massive golden white sparkling light. And we watch as it sends out continual waves of this golden white mist, saturating, flooding all of us, head to toe, inside and out, eternally, always, in pure, deep, eternal love. And around it, surrounding it, are multicolored bands of light, all different colors, doing the same thing, saturating and bathing us all in gratitude, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, and bliss, and joy, and peace, well-being, wealth, abundance, prosperity, joy, happiness, eternally, always. At the top of this tower, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, as it continually does, flooding, saturating, bathing all of us in pure, deep, eternal love. All of us are drops of this golden ocean, and we all hold the essence of this golden ocean. The ocean is the drops, and the drops are the ocean. The only illusion is separation. we see our meditative sphere. It sits center circle. We all created this sphere over 3 years ago. It holds over 1,200 of our meditations in perpetual motion. All of us gathered, hundreds of millions, on and off world. Liberation of this planet. The awakening of this civilization. And this sphere and all of our meditations are flooding all of us perpetually, eternally, always, with pure, deep, eternal love and gratitude. It is unending. This is why this sphere can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. This is why it continues to intensify and it continues to expand. Feel through your heart, mind. Feel through the God that you are deep within you. The love that you are. The gentleness that you are. The kindness that you are. The generosity that you are. And feel this deep, eternal peace that you are. And your calmness. Without any expectations or attachments to anything externally. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close self. Take an easy breath in through the nose and an easy breath out through the mouth. Move easily and slowly. When you allow yourself permission to love yourself deeply, no matter what, you will feel wonderful. And this love is not because of any reason or attribute you have or don't have. You are loving you simply because it feels wonderful. Your love for you is a reflection of who you truly are. And as you open the self-love gates, you'll find out that there are deeper parts inside you that truly need to be loved. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. And we will return here Wednesday, February 17th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call.